Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Chris Bond here. Put that back. It's been a long time, but we are here at Brawl 8 in Philadelphia, and we're actually joined by...
My name is Craig Keller. I'm a partner with the Steam Co. We're one of the sponsors here at the event, and we're super excited to be here.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting event. You know, Biggie always keeps his events popping, so that's like an understatement. So tell us a little bit about the Steam Company. What's the whole thing with that?
So the Steam Company is an e-cig and vaping supply shop. We're based out of Orange, Connecticut, and we manufacture our own e-liquids. They're really high quality, all gourmet. We work hard, based on my own experiences in the past, to spread this new technology of vaping that will get people off of tobacco cigarettes that are known to cause cancer. So that's kind of been my mission ever since it helped me to quit, and I heard that it was very, very popular in the fighting game community and growing in popularity, so I thought, well, I got, this new company, and I'm a fighting game competitive player, so I knew that I had to, kind of come in here and show the love that was shown to me as a player and kind of spread the word.
Hey, good stuff, and from observation, I've observed many people are always into smoking, but ever since like the TSC popped up, and basically it's the whole thing of vaping, it's become like the new culture phenomenon now. So do you anticipate that this is going to catch on? It might be like other companies. Like what are you going to do to help make your stuff stand out?
Well, I think that we stand out because our flavors are just beyond what most of the competition out there is doing. But I think that it's definitely going to keep spreading because people are becoming more aware. We're getting that discovery factor right now where people are seeing that, okay, this can actually help me quit smoking and get me off of tobacco products, and it just improve my wellness, and I think that anybody is interested in doing that. So I mean, we're just going to keep putting our booths here at fighting game events. We got some billboards on I-95 right now, so we're advertising ourselves pretty well. But I think that this community feel that we get at the fighting game events allows us to really interact with people and kind of educate, and show them the benefits not only for your health, but I mean, you could play a match, you get salty, you don't have to get up and go outside. You could just have a vape. All right, I'm good. Clear the mind, relax, and get back in there. So stuff like that I think is appealing to people in the fighting game community.
Yeah, definitely, and everyone has a story to tell as far as what got them into the community. So tell us real quick, what was your story? I know you talk about how you're an avid fighting game player, so what do you play?
I play Third Strike sometimes. I mean, the game's kind of dead, but I love that game. That was my first love, So I still play that game. I get bodied by Walter from Connecticut. We're all from Connecticut, so shout outs to Walter for wailing on me day in and day out. And I also play Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. I play that kind of as a release still. That's what fighting games are to me. I get stressed out. I could vape and relax a little bit, but nothing kind of puts me into that zen, or puts me in a rage like playing some fighting games. I'll every day I go online and just wail on people. And there's nothing like that. Nothing out there does that for me like fighting games. So, but how I got into it, that's an interesting story. Actually, I worked at a cell phone company back in the day, and I was huge into computer products and Apple products, and that's all I would do at work when we didn't have customers was research technology. And there was this other guy there who was watching old school Marvel 2 videos on YouTube, and I'm like, this guy, what is that? Look at this loser. He's just watching fighting game videos. And then, as I saw it more and more, I started to get into it, and then I bought the game, and it was a wrap from there. I was hooked, and I used to get together with that guy, and we would play until 4 or 5 in the morning with some drinks and have a blast, and that's what got me into it. I started going to majors, Evo East. We need more majors out on the East, so I mean that's kind of my roots right there. And I branched out to Street Fighter 4 when that came out, and I've been in it ever since.
And as you know, pending release is on the verge. We have Ultra Street Fighter. So are you fond of those new changes they talked about?
Well, all the characters that I play are getting mega buffs. And I've talked to Combo Fiend a few times, and every time I see him, you know, I like to troll a lot. So I'll just kind of make suggestions to Peter whenever I see him to add some unrealistic buffs to my characters, and I think maybe some of those came to Rose. She's looking really top tier in Ultra right now, so I'm pretty happy.
Yes. Rose, buffer.
Yes.
More buffs.
Soul Feed overhead. Soul Feed overhead.
Yes. So what do you think about esports? I mean, we've been hearing that word come up and time again in the fighting game community. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I kind of, if you want me to be honest, I kind of think that the fighting game community already is esports. You know, esports is competitive gaming, and I mean what's all around us here. So I think that we already are esports, but we're kind of in denial. I mean, maybe we're not the brand of esports that is kind of the kind of the penultimate that you envision an esports gaming community to be. Maybe we're not that. Maybe we're our own brand, but we're definitely esports already. It's just a matter of kind of changing a little bit of the culture just to kind of clean it up, I think, and then we'll be able to pull in more sponsors and more money into the community. And I think that's very important, to be rewarding the players who are investing that time. So I think the only way that you're going to be able to do that is by pulling in more sponsors, and we love being one of those. So I think that in order to do that and attract more sponsors, we're just gonna have to, kind of clean up the edges a little bit. And we don't have to be MLG in order to be esports. We could be the FGC or some other kind of, competitive gaming community. We don't kind of have to fit into that mold that's already existing. In order to be successful, we could kind of define that market ourselves. But definitely some cleanup needs to happen, and I think that everybody that I talk to who's well versed on the community kind of knows that, and it's just a matter of putting those steps together, at this point. But I have faith in this community to accomplish anything it puts its mind to. So whatever direction we decide to go, we'll be successful.
All right, cool. And those of you have a young lady actually there. So what what can you tell her?
The chef right there. That's Ronnie. She's our mixologist, our chef. She's the mastermind behind all the flavors that you guys like. She comes up with all the ideas. I'm just the pretty face, So I just come out here, I look good, and this chiseled beard doesn't come for free, so.
Well, shout-outs are free, so do you actually have something you want to actually acknowledge?
Every time I'm asked to do shout-outs, I always have to shout out the entire state of Connecticut. The CTFGC. They inspire me to do pretty much anything that I do in this community. Shout-outs to Walter Bacardi for being such a great resource for me and trying to get into the community. He really guided me a lot, so that guidance was invaluable, and I'm super grateful to him. And I think the Connecticut fighting game community is the only shout out that I really need to make. I love those guys. I mean, of course, shout outs to my team at the Steam Co as well, but yeah, the Connecticut fighting game community, absolutely.
All right, so there you guys have it. Mr. Craig, it was a pleasure.
It was nice talking to you.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure talking with you, and we always appreciate you guys actually watching, but please make sure you stick around to the rest of our playlist, because there will be plenty of more Winter Brawl 8 interviews all this afternoon. So this is Chris Bond signing off, and we will see you guys soon. Take care.